In Texas, understanding the intricacies of who pays and who does not pay requires a deep dive into the state's tax system, particularly regarding tax abatements and tax subsidies. Here are the key elements that citizens must understand. The first is tax structure in Texas. No state income tax. Texas is one of the few states that does not levy a personal income tax. This means that the state's revenue primarily comes from property taxes, sales taxes, and various fees. Reliance on property taxes. Local governments in Texas heavily rely on property taxes to fund public services like education, infrastructure, and emergency services. Tax abatements are reductions in the amount of tax that a business or property owner must pay. These are often offered as incentives to attract new businesses or encourage the expansion of existing ones. Typically, large corporations and our businesses benefit. They promise job creation or economic development to receive these tax breaks. This can lead to significant savings for these entities while shifting the tax burden onto smaller businesses and individual taxpayers. Tax subsidies involve direct financial assistance in the form of tax credits, grants, or investment incentives offered to businesses. The use of tax abatements and subsidies can exacerbate wealth disparity. Wealthier businesses and individuals may benefit disproportionately, while lower income residents and small businesses may bear a heavier tax burden. Citizens need to be informed about how these tax policies affect their communities and local economies. Understanding that the trade-offs involved in offering tax incentives is crucial for making informed decisions and advocating for equitable tax policies.
In Texas, tax abatements and subsidies are important for attracting businesses and creating jobs, but it's vital for citizens to know who finances these incentives and who really benefits from them. Tax abatements decrease property tax payments for businesses, causing revenue shortfalls for local governments, which affects public services. The financial support for large corporations can limit resources for schools and infrastructure, leading to underfunded essential services. Over time, reduced revenues from tax abatements may result in higher property taxes for citizens or cuts to vital services. Texans need to understand how tax abatements and subsidies work to advocate for fair policies that ensure equitable contributions from all benefiting entities, promoting accountability and public funding and state prosperity.
In the age of technology, information has never been more accessible, and it has never been easier to fact check. Yet many Texans and Americans live in ignorance of what is really happening around them. I hope that in the future, my fellow Texans will learn to think and vote more critically, and do their research to make sure that their interests and ideals are being truly represented. There are many nonprofit and university educational websites that offer more information on government officials, such as Open Secrets.